Hey, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Welcome to What You Say Poet. I'm your host, JRose. How y'all doing tonight? It's a rainy ass day in New York, blah. But we are here still talking to dope ass poets, dope ass creative people. Don't worry, we ain't stopping. And I'm really excited to introduce to you tonight's guest. He's a really dope poet and he's a dope musician. He's be dropping some bars, and he's from Queens, repping. You already know I have that extra love for artists from Queens because I'm from Queens. So we gotta represent for our Queens people. But please, without further ado, welcome Jasamir. What's up, King? Oh, hold on. I'm sorry, I had you muted. My bad. What's up, right here?
Man, I'm feeling good right now. Thank you for having me. Thank you for that intro, for real.
I'm really excited to talk to you. We were talking backstage before we started, and I learned some new interesting things about you. So I can't wait to dig into that. But before we do, please tell the audience a little bit about you and what you got going on right now.
All right, so my name is Josh Shamir, and like you said, I'm a poet, I'm a musician, and a rapper as well. And basically, I'm just a creator, just trying to be progressive, you know what I mean, and constantly trying to make myself evolve as a person and as an artist. And that's what I'm here to do.
Yes. So what kind of inspired you to get into so many avenues of creativity? Because you don't just do poetry, you do music too, and you also into doing visual stuff. So what led you to those paths?
Well, basically, it's just the love for the art. Like I always want, I want to at least have my hands in more than one thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I realized that my self-expression just can't come from poetry or it just can't come from music. And
Hold on, can you? Yeah, you're saying your art. What?
my art, like my self-expression, I know it just can't come from poetry. It can come from different avenues.
Yeah.
Whether it's art, like painting or things. I don't paint, but I'm just giving examples. But
Yeah.
different things like spoken word, rapping, or engineering, or there's different ways I can express myself, and I love doing that through the
Yeah.
art.
So what was the first thing you tried when you explored being creative?
Uh, First, the very first thing, I don't know if it counts, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I tried to give myself a haircut for the first time when I was
You tried
8.
to what?
I tried to give myself a haircut when I was 8.
Stop!
That,
Yo,
that
did
was,
you zeke your shit up? Did you zeke yourself up?
yo, it was bad, yo. Like it was bad because I had I got a flat top now, so it was a lot of hair. So I don't know what made me think that the TV screen. I was looking for a reflection, so I saw the TV screen. So I saw myself in
The
there.
TV screen?
The TV screen. I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. I saw the TV screen. Sorry about that.
Oh, what
Yeah,
is
I was.
going
Nah, Baltimore. That's what's going on.
on?
But so yeah, I saw that, and then I took the clippers, and I thank God I was trying to get my hairline, but I missed. So I went in on the top of my head, and I zipped my whole shit. There was a hole right in the corner of my head. And
Damn!
but
Yo,
I
I
took
know
the
your
shit hell
mom's
of
was
it.
tight.
Woo! What? And I had to go to school the next morning.
Oh, she sent you to school the next morning?
Send me to school right the next morning, yo.
Oh my God. What's your friend say? Were you mad embarrassed and everything?
Well, actually, you know what? I'm gonna share a secret with you, yo.
Yes, secret.
That that same night, my grandmother is a phenomenal woman, but
Your
she
grandmother what?
a phenomenal woman, but
Yeah.
she'll try to fix anything. You know what I mean? Or she'll she one of the grandmothers that save everything and try to fix everything.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when I went to her with my that hole in my head, like she's like, she was like, "Where's the patch at?" I was like, "I threw it in the garbage." She dead said, "Go."
Yo,
she was.
I'm sad right now.
She said, "Go get the patch, and we go put it back on your head."
Yo, shout out to grandma.
That ass, yo. I'll never forget that day. She held it down that day, so I wasn't looking crazy at school, but
She was like,
I
my baby is not going to school looking crazy.
we patched we patched that shit down. It looked like nothing happened. Nothing happened. I
Stop.
was
Yo. Well, where was it a time where you could have like
that's
took
love.
pictures? You didn't take pictures, did
Yeah.
you?
Whew. Memories.
That's dope. Is your grandma still like that? Is she still like the type to like try to fix stuff?
To this day, yeah, she is.
Dope, dope.
To this day.
Now you said you're in Baltimore. You're
Hmm.
hold on, you're a little frozen. I don't know what happened.
Um, are we
Uh,
back?
I hear you, but I just don't see you. But we could keep talking.
Got you,
Um,
got you.
you said that you're in Baltimore now, right?
Hmm.
So what's that like? Cause what's the like music scene out there like in the performance scene out there like?
Um, it's actually not. It's pretty good out here. I actually went to this thing called Poetry, Baltimore Poetry.
Uh huh.
They threw a couple of events out here. They got some talent out here in Baltimore for sure.
Really?
Yeah, so it was dope just connecting with the artists.
How do
And then
people like embrace you like since you're from New York? Are there like other people out there from New York, or are you kind of like an outcast?
nah, there's other people out here from New York. There's like some of my friends and stuff like that are from out here
Yeah,
too. But yeah, like I always mention that, like wherever, like as soon as I perform or right before I perform, like yo, I'm from New York, and it's like people become automatically interested. Oh, he's from New York.
oh, really? Word. I
Type
feel that
shit.
too, though.
Yeah,
I get that too. Like anytime I'm outside of New York, people always like, "Oh, you from like we got the accent, so like
uh,
we got that New York accent."
yeah.
So what got you out there? What took you from New York?
Uh, my friend Cam, uh, he actually did like music and stuff together back in Queens, and he had to make a move out to Beamer. And he was just telling me like how nice it is out here, and like how it's a good place to really like you know for peace and calm, and like
Yeah,
really to like just get away and get a break type thing. So I went
yeah,
out here and experienced it. I'm like, wow, it's it's really calm out here. Like it's
really,
I don't like saying the word slow, but it's definitely calmer than New York. Like there's a lot more space to think out here.
really. How has that
Yeah,
affected you creatively? Has that helped you create as a creative?
it definitely did because I'm able to zone in and hone in on certain skills. I feel like I wasn't able to do in New York. Um,
Really?
yeah,
What's
I feel
something
like
that you've done? What's something that you've done different now that you're out there?
record every day, like
Really?
because yeah, we got the setup in the basement in the crib,
Yeah.
so I've been learning how to audio engineer myself as well.
Oh
Um,
wow.
and then we also been focusing on outlines, like business outlines, in terms of
Mm,
how to move, like how we want to take our projects, how we want to like implement our business and things like that. So
absolutely.
we're having a lot of time for that.
Nice. Now, were you out there during like when like the pandemic and quarantine happened, or were you still in New York?
Oh no, I was making moves during the quarantine.
You what?
I was making moves during the quarantine.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I popped out here like last month actually.
Wow.
Yeah, so this is like recent.
Wow. Good. And you're already like getting right to creating, not even like waiting.
Nah, not at all. And that's one thing I love though is that like that guy's my brother, like King.
Yeah.
Like we hold each other accountable.
Yeah.
So if like you catch somebody, one of us slacking off, we're gonna make sure like, nah, did you write your verse today? Like type
Yeah.
thing. So it's like we make sure we keep each other still on still type thing. So
Wow. I love that you mentioned that, like that whole accountability, because a lot of people don't really acknowledge that. That
Mhm.
and it's great when two creative people can like really, really hold each other accountable, to create. 'Cause that keeps you motivated. You don't want to like disappoint the other person and be like, ah, you don't want to be like, nah, I didn't do it. You don't want to be that
Exactly.
way, like, damn.
And that's the thing, knowing him, he gonna hold that against me too
Yeah,
until I do it. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I ain't trying to hear that like the whole week, bro. Like
yeah, like talking mad shit, right?
facts, like. But that's love though. I love that about
Love
him.
it. Now, you said, I know that you were saying that you've been creating a lot, but you recently dropped a musical project, right?
Um, yeah.
It's a live life, learn lessons, right?
Oh no, no, that's the one that I'm working on right now.
That's what you're working
Uh,
on right now. When
yeah,
is that
yeah, yeah.
dropping?
That's that. I don't have a release date for it right now. We still in the process.
Ah,
Yeah, we still in the process of getting the ideas out and like getting the
yeah.
track list out and things like that. So once I feel like I have a good rough outline of what the project is looking like, then I'm gonna give like a deadline of when
So
I want to get this out.
so when you're in the like development stage of a project, right?
Mhm.
How do you keep your thoughts and your ideas like from not getting like mixed up, or like how do you just keep yourself focused on that project?
That's a good question right there. Uh, well, well, I just recently started to buckle down on that because it was like going haywire because I had 1,000 thoughts going
Yeah,
in my head. So like, what I did was basically just create space and time. Like I'm a work on this project at this certain time. I'm gonna work on this song at this certain time.
yeah,
I'm gonna work on this song at a certain time, and I'm gonna like go through beats at this certain time. So it's like basically having my whole day scheduled to working on the project for different things throughout the
yeah.
day.
Nice. So you but what was your most recent? Because you had something that you recently dropped though, like before you left New York.
Right before I left, um, I dropped a project called L's, which stands for losses.
Losses. And now is
Yeah,
that why you are coming out with the four L's?
yeah, live life. I wanted to keep like that theme going, like add in
Yeah,
like a little series.
I
Um,
love that.
yeah,
What's the meaning behind the title of Live Life Learn Lessons?
so live life, learn lessons is basically like a playoff of the first project. This is losses, and I felt like I had to really sit down and acknowledge and become self-aware of what my losses are, what my flaws are. You
Mm,
know what I mean? So I could like learn how to move on to the next step. So the next project, Live Life Learn Lessons, is that transition phase. You know what I mean? Because everybody, it's not easy. Like once you realize what you had to deal with, and you really gotta look at yourself in the mirror and forget about. It's cool to have your friends and family help you out, but it's like it's to that point where you gotta hold yourself accountable to push through your own flaws. You know what I mean? So that's like, woo,
yes.
that's different. So I wanted
So
to write it. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead. You what?
So I just wanted to write a project, talking about that transition phase and like how I'm about to live life while learning my lessons. You feel me?
Okay. Now with the two albums, right? Is there a difference between them, like sonically, like how they sound, or is it the same vibe?
Oh, it's definitely different. It's definitely different. Like this one for sure, I wanted to have more fun. You know what I mean?
More what?
More fun. Like when I say more fun in terms of like it being more sound like a rap album or tape where it's like you get to hear the bars, you get to hear the flow, the transitions of like what I'm saying, the storytelling. And I just
Mm,
been like locking in on that aspect and making sure that the technical aspect is like all right, entertaining, and at the
mm,
same time giving you a vibe. So it's like we live in life learning lessons. So not every story is gonna be like all right. I went through some fucked up shit, and I just want to talk about it. Like, nah, like we gonna have fun. We gonna turn up at the same time too while we going through this. You know what I mean? So
mm,
it's that added element to it that makes it different.
mm. Okay.
Or,
So now, since you've been in Baltimore, I know you've only been there for a little while, but I'm sure you've started to explore a little bit the area. Like, is there anything that you are like that you learned that was new, or you're like kind of like now obsessed with that you're like, oh, I love this.
the art and the
The
food.
art,
Yeah,
like the
and the
street art.
street art is fire out here.
Oh, really?
Fire. Like I'll just be out walking out at night. Just you just find it. Like it's art everywhere. Like on the
That's
walls.
dope.
I love it. I love it. And then on top of that, the food. I shout. I don't know what they put in their seasoning. I don't know
What
what it is, but it's fire.
word? What's your favorite food so far you had there? You got like a favorite restaurant?
Yeah, the one I'm working at. The one I'm working at.
Word.
It's called Land of Kush. It's like a vegan spot.
Mm.
So everything in there is fire. Everything.
So you went out there and started working right away.
Mm-hmm.
Was not playing.
Not at all. Yeah. And I just feel like I had to get it done. Like it's something that I feel like I have to do certain. So like I didn't want to waste time. And
Yeah. Is this your first time like out on your own? Like gone from your family?
yeah, yeah, first song for sure.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
You nervous about any? You nervous or how's it feel?
Um, it's not nerve. At first, I didn't like it.
No.
I didn't like it at all because I'm
What? What
like
you didn't like? What you didn't like?
because it wasn't New York. I'm so used to like everything being open 24 hours. And like
Hmm.
I went out, I literally walked out, the crib with my house slippers on, trying to go to like the corner store. I forgot like shit, it's closed at like 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock.
Oh no, damn, that's
I
that
was
early.
like, I had to take that walking shame back to the crib. I was like, damn, bro. But other than that, like it was like people are hella friendly out here too. Like
Mm,
that caught me off guard in terms of like
yeah,
how respectful they are.
yeah. Do you
But
feel like is there a difference in black culture out there?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it definitely is. From what I've been seeing, it's real Afrocentric out here, like black empowerment,
Mm,
and there's a lot of black-owned businesses out in D-More that I've been
yeah.
seeing. Yeah,
Dope.
or
That's dope. Ah, oh man, I'm sorry. I want to go out there like so bad.
yeah, you gotta take a trip out here. It's actually pretty good out here once you get settled and stuff.
Yeah. So you performed in some really, really dope stages. I know you've been to New Eureka,
Yeah,
you've been to
facts.
SOBs, you've been on a
Mhm.
major stage. Like what were some of the things that led you to be able to get on those stages?
Um, wow. All right, the Mirror Rican, my granddad, like when I first started like doing poetry, my granddad was like, all right, if you nice, you gotta go here. And
Oh,
I was like,
word! Granddad
yeah,
put you on?
granddad put me on, yo. Shout out to granddad.
Okay. Yo, you got some cool grandparents, yo. You got grandma holding it down with the hair patch and grandpa, putting you on to the poetry spot. That's cool.
Exactly. I love them to death, for real. But yeah, like, so he took me out there, and that was like my first time really performing in front of like an actual crowd.
Yeah.
And I just remember that night I was shaking, I was hella nervous, but it made
What?
me, yeah, like I was like 19,
Oh my
20
God.
around here. So like, but what made me feel good about it was that like the crowd was, supporting me, things of that nature.
Yeah.
Um, what else? What was the question again? I
Like,
forgot.
well, you told me your grandpa took you to the New Eurekan. So how were you able to get the opportunity to be on SOBs and major stage?
Submissions.
Mm,
I was just making music at the time, and I was just submitting songs too. And I was like, oh, now like
really?
we want you on to
What's
perform.
the songs that you submitted?
That I don't remember. I think I think it was a song called Ocean that I
Mm,
wrote at the song, and I was just sending that set. everybody. I'm like, nah, this is the one. You
This is
supposed to
the
fuck with this.
one. Yes. Y'all gonna feel this.
Right? So yeah, I got that. I was lucky to get those opportunities with those songs and a couple others that I seen.
Which was the most surprising stage though? Like which one were you like, wow, I can't believe I like felt so like a big accomplishment.
SOBs.
Yeah.
It was the faces in the crowd, and I was like doing research on it. I'm like, how many artists like came through there and
Yeah.
like to that showcase, and I was like, oh, this is really happening. Like I'm really about to perform.
Oh.
So that was a dope experience right there.
Yeah, I love SOBs. Like I've seen Common perform at SOBs. I've seen Erica Badu perform at SOBs. I've
Uh,
seen like I used to go there all the time. I was really into going to shows back in the day.
mm,
Um which I'm glad, like even now with this COVID shit, we can't go nowhere, but it's like I don't feel too bad because I got a good amount of years put into going to shows and stuff like that.
exactly.
Did you get a chance to go to any good shows before all this happened?
Uh, Not really.
No, no. All right, y'all. We gotta take Jasamir out to a concert or some big showcase. We gotta do something, guys. All right. So when y'all see him walking down the streets, give him a ticket to a show. Let's go. Let's make it happen. You need to experience that.
Yeah,
Ah,
I'll take any free ticket anytime. So,
facts, facts. So where do you see yourself in 5 years?
whoa, you just dropped them hard questions. Um, 5 years.
I'm just
Uh,
saying.
well, 5 years, I see myself being self-sufficient off my music. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, oh no, no, I'm doing the interview right now. Damn, my fault. Um, but like,
I'm dead. Don't you hate that when you at work and you're on break and motherfuckers asking you to fucking like asking you work questions and you're like, bro, I'm on break. Like,
that is like, yo, I'm chilling and you wanna like, no, you right. That do get
anyway,
irritating. But the next year,
excuse-
5 years, the five
yeah,
years from
five
now,
years.
I want to be self-sufficient off my music in terms of like not only where I can like, all right, I can make music and make money off it, but I want to have different businesses that come out of the music that branch out from that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I'll be able to live sufficiently off my own ideas and my own visions. So
yeah,
it's like right now it's just like the preparation stage of making sure that that happens, that gets done.
yeah. What are some other ways that you want to make money creatively?
Definitely merch. Well, that's the one thing to live life learning lessons. I want it to be like a lifestyle brand
Yeah.
because I feel like everybody goes through that. Everybody has to go through that transition phase.
Everybody goes through those 4 L's.
The 4 L's exactly. See, so it's like I wanted to be able to have merch. You know what I'm saying? That describes what that is. Whether it's like motivational quotes on the back of the shirts and stuff like that. You know what I'm
Yeah, for
saying? So like
sure.
you wearing that with you, you wearing that empowerment with you.
Yeah,
Then to
like an
create books.
affirmation.
Exactly,
Yes.
exactly. Then create books of in terms of like different ways you could like cope with like mental health stuff like that.
Yes, I
Um,
remember you had mentioned that was in your bio that you are an advocate for mental health.
yeah,
Do you have like a personal experience with it, or is it just something that you feel strongly about?
it's something I feel strongly about. I guess I would say I have to work on being more of an advocate about it because I'm still like working on it on myself.
Yeah,
But it's something I definitely feel strongly about because I realize that that is something that can't get pushed under the rug.
yeah,
And I was like, nah, we need to bring that to the forefront and realize and like let people know this is a serious thing to deal with. And it's like it's not an easy thing to deal with
yeah,
because of what society might tell you, and you don't need to be like dealing with your emotions and you know what I mean, doing all
Yeah.
that type of other shit. I'm just like, nah, bro, like that's the exact thing that you need to prioritize.
Yeah.
So you can actually learn how to become balanced type thing. So it's
Yeah.
like I'm learning as I go, like, but like that's something I definitely feel strongly about, and I'm definitely working on it on myself as well.
Yeah. What are some of the things you do for yourself to like help your mental health?
As of right now, uh, different things like working out has definitely been helping.
Yeah.
Uh, the positive affirmations, um,
Mm.
reading books, uh, different things to keep my mind occupied because I realize the more healthy things that I put my mind to do, the
Yeah.
stronger it gets in that aspect versus
Yeah, for
me
sure.
smoking weed all day or like, just not doing anything. It's like I'm exercising my brain and it's also the creative process, like constantly expanding on this vision or,
Yeah.
trying different ways to showcase my talent through different lenses of art and stuff like that. It has been
Yeah.
helping a lot.
Now, do you have a team that like is a part of your vision, or is it like you and your roommate, your boy, just
And
like doing everything?
it's a collective
Nice.
that's developing, I would say.
Yes.
That's developing because right now it's like me and the bro, like we really bounce off each other ideas, but it's like it's crazy. Like the more we work and like the more we stay consistent, like the more our friends are seeing it and the more they starting to like see us
What?
working, like they want to take it serious too, type thing.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like,
You said the magic word. That consistency is like, you know, that's what people look for when they
right,
decided they want to be inspired by you or if they want to fuck with you. Like, are you
mm,
consistent? You know? So that's dope that you're inspiring, your peers.
word, word. And it's crazy about it is that these are like, friends, like close friends of mine.
Yeah.
So it's like that matters most to me. You know what I
Mm,
mean? To see that I can like, all right, I can change their perspective on something. To like have them
yeah.
think differently, and like, all right, get them motivated to do something type thing,
Yeah.
like
Because
different.
you care. You want to see your day ones, grow just like you. And if they not thinking with the same mindset, then you have to like keep them at a certain distance because you got to surround yourself with people that are trying to like go the same path, and grow and be about financial freedom. You can't have your be surrounded with people that want to stand online all day for Jordans when they can't pay their rent. Like,
Word, word. You're right.
you
You're definitely
know,
right about that. Mm-hmm.
yeah. So before we wrap up, because I'm not gonna keep you too long, I want to ask you for your last gem, your final thoughts, something that you want the audience to walk away with, a message from you.
Whew. Uh, Something I want the audience to walk away with. Basically just the live life learning lessons aspect. You know what I mean? Like I just want everybody to know that it doesn't end wherever you at. You know what I mean? Like it always keeps evolving, and that's what the beauty is about it. Is that and that's what the concept of L is. Like each L or whatever loss you say that you took, just remember that it's a lesson. It's not the end all. It's not the end all be all. It's just a developing stage. That's where your developing stage starts. That's where your growth starts. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? So it's like I just want everybody to know that and that just keep grinding, just keep pushing, and just have positive people around you. So if you don't have it, search for that in yourself, so you can give off that energy to attract those type of people. You know what I
Mm.
mean? So yeah, I could talk about this for hours, yo, but I know I gotta wrap it up.
Yes, yes. Um, before we give the audience all your information, we're gonna take a quick break. Because I got so caught up in the conversation with you, I didn't take a break. So we're gonna take a quick break. And then we'll be right back so we can hear all of Jasamir's information, where to follow, where to find his music, and all that good shit. Hold on tight, guys.
J B-A-D-A, I rip every day, make it look so easy.
From the artist that brought you the debut solo album Gemini comes a new EP. Jay Bada presents his sophomore solo project titled Indian Summer, The Prologue. Written and produced during one of the most unique and impactful years of our existence, 2020. Check out this EP full of good intentions, positive lyrics, and a unique flow. Listen from your favorite streaming platform today. For more music from Jay Bada, follow him on IG at JBadaMusic. Yes, make sure y'all go tune in. Check out that album, Jay Bada. He's fire, and I hope that y'all hope y'all connect because he's a really dope artist.
Fire, fire.
And he's the producer. He makes music. He's really really super talented. And so are you. And I think that I love connecting creative people, so make sure that y'all connect. But without further ado, Jasamir, thank you so much for chopping it up with me. I appreciate you so much, and I learned a lot about you, so I'm really grateful for that. Can you please tell the audience where they can follow you, where they can find your music, and all that good stuff?
You can follow me at Jahsamir, Jahsamir. You can follow that on Instagram. You can follow that on SoundCloud. You can also follow that. I don't use Facebook, but if you want to find me on there too. But and yeah, I got music on Apple Music right now. Actually, on all streaming services. There's a single called Game 7. So definitely go stream that.
Yes.
And then the rest of the L's project is on SoundCloud. And but main thing, new project coming out, Live Life Learning Lessons, and I definitely will have that on all streaming platforms. So that will be coming soon.
Listen, we want that soon. We want that ASAP, okay?
I
Stop
got you.
playing. Now you got time.
I got time now, right? Exactly.
Yes. Thanks so much, Jasamir. Thanks so much, y'all, for tuning in. We appreciate y'all. Please make sure that you share and comment and like the stream. Show us some love. Follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. The Rose Garden events on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, all that. And I'm your host, JRose. You can follow me at My Crumble Thoughts. All the info's down there somewhere. But thanks for tuning in, guys. And I'll see you guys next week for another episode of What You Say Poet. Peace, y'all. Keep growing.